Good day friends. Today I'm going to make a very simple bookmark. Let's get started with the material. These are some chart strips that I have already cut and kept, but I will be sharing the measurement with you later. I'll be needing a scale or a ruler and some pencils and a cutter. A very sharp cutter is preferable, and a pair of scissors that is very sharp again. And I will be using these brush pens for my coloring. These are from Camlin Company, as you can see. The brush pens are very easy to use and easy to carry. That's why I prefer these brush pens. Can you see the tips? Yeah. So these are, for me it's a bit long lasting and comfortable to use. If you have poster colors, you can use those also. And I will be needing fine tip marker of black, so I will be using all those things. If you don't have fine tip markers, you can use the black gel pen of whatever company that you have. Whichever is comfortable, you can use those things. It's not compulsory that this only should be done, and we will be having an end product like this. So I have a shining effect, and that's a surprise for you guys. How will I create these effects? Okay, so I will tell you as we go along. So let's get started with the process. As I told you, I will be sharing the measurement with you guys. So I am taking 18 centimeter as a length and 5 centimeter as the width of it. So this is already 5 centimeters. So I'm not going to cut it again. So I'm going to, I think already I have cut some pieces, so I have to trim this area alone down. Okay, and then I am going to give a 0.5 centimeter border on all sides, because always borders give a nice effect to our work. So I am leaving 0.5 on all sides, as you can see. If you already have something in your mind, you can draw that, or you can trace something. And this is a fun work for kids actually. You can do all the hard work and give them for coloring or drawing, so that they can boast that they did the work. And it's a very good gift for the kids. Always handmade is preferred better than company made. So I am going to draw a freehand drawing of a tree. So it's your choice again, whatever is your choice. So I'm going to draw the leaves. If you are very good at drawing, or if you are confident with your drawing, you can do all these things. Otherwise, you can very well take a trace of whatever picture that you want. You can do cartoons, you can do all sorts of things. So I like drawing leaves, flowers and other things like that. So I don't use stencils for it. Okay, I'll come back after finishing the drawing part. So this is what I have drawn, and this is the picture that I'm going to start coloring. So I have kept all the other things aside, and I have chosen the colors for my drawing. So I will be using a red color for these fruit kind of a thing on the tree. Okay, so that's it. That's all done. If you want, you can draw some more also. It's up to you. But I like red color because it's my kids' favorite color. So I'm going to give color to all the leaves actually. This one I'm going to give all the leaves this green, and there is another dark green. This will give you a different shading. Both the colors will look nice. You can have both the colors on the same tree, no problem. See, this is all about creativity and colorfulness that we are going to use. And nobody is going to come and scold us like, why did you use this color for this area? And it's better, like, it's up to you. Whatever you want, you can use it. That's why it's a liberating artwork for all the ladies who are all stressed out there. And it's also a bit creative for the kids. We need not compel them saying that you have to color this color or that color. Let them color purple branch, no issues. Who's going to come and scold them, right? So, branches. I will come back after coloring all the leaves, the next part. Okay, so I have finished coloring my tree actually. Doesn't it look bright and colorful? So I am going to use a 0.5 fine tip marker to give the borders. It is very important to give borders to all these these pictures, because it will give a finished effect. Otherwise your picture might look a bit undefined, I would say. So I always like to give a border for all the pictures that I do, so that I will be happy with the effect that I have created. Okay, so now I'm going to start giving borders for all these things. Can you see how it has transformed the whole picture? Like the whole leaf has become into a proper shape. So this will take a little bit of a time, my friends. So I am going to stop it here, and I will be back after I finish all the outlines here. Alright, now I have given all the outlines for all the areas. So here also, if you give a little bit of lines or whatever they say in artistic words, I prefer using simple words. So I am using this blanks. I am leaving this blank space. You can color it if you want to, but I am leaving these blank space to just write some message if I am planning it to give it as a gift actually. So I will write have a nice day, because it's a very common wish that we can wish everybody. Have a nice day. Okay, and with a smiley. And here I love this part, because this makes my work labeled as mine. Okay, so here I am going to write my name. Branding is done, guys. Branding is done. So as I promised you, I have a surprise for you guys. So let me start with a surprise. How I got this shining effect on this simple chart paper, and it will be a long lasting thing also. I'll be back with tada! This is my secret that I told you guys I will be revealing at the end of it. This is a simple cello tape, but it is a thicker version of it. The inches differ. This is the normal cello tape that we use, but this one is also available in almost all stationery shops. Only the thing is, we don't ask for it. This is a cheaper version that we can use instead of costly laminations and stuff like that. So I prefer using this for my simple bookmarks. So hopefully you're getting this part. I am first I'm sticking it in the front. So I've been a KG teacher for a quite long time, so all these simple but effective things, cheap things, like my day-to-day life. So now I'm going to turn the thing, and I will be on the other side of it. Here I have stuck both the sides with the sellotape. This is a simple lamination technique that we used when I was working as a teacher. So stay for a longer time rather than giving them just the simple chart strips. So this is how it's done, guys. Voila, we have our bookmark ready. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this. Please do like, share and comment on all these things. So how did you like it? Do you need any change or anything like that, so that I can improve on it and work on it? And if you have special requests on how to do that or this, whatever it is, please feel free to ask me. I will be very happy to help you guys, and see you next time. Bye bye.